Right, guys, welcome back to the latest emergency meeting where the Tate brothers will spend 24 hours in their homemade cell. Be sure not to miss out. Who knows what might unfold.
So we're back. Back in jail.
Back in jail, old friend.
It's super, super authentic. This is exactly how jail feels.
This is bigger than jail, and there's no cockroaches. So
Yeah. Let's talk to let's
if there was let's do a difference of the rooms.
because people are listening. One, there are no cockroaches because I didn't want to put cockroaches in my house because then they'd infest the house and be very hard to kill them. So there are no roaches here. The original jail had roaches. Two, the original jail, we had a television with a few channels, most of them in Romanian. Now, instead of a television, we have a screen where we can see ourselves. And on the screen, we can see ourselves. We also have viewers, and we may be opening up to questions at some point. And that's our entertainment instead of having a television.
This area is twice as big.
This area is too big, but there's nothing we can do about it. We're by ourselves. We have no cellmates. No one else is going to come into this jail, certainly not during this 24-hour emergency meeting. And our bathroom is just behind the cameras. There's a tiny toilet separated by a door, but that's very authentic because in actual jail, we had a bathroom door where you could go and do your business anyway. So if we exit for a minute or two, that's just us going to the bathroom.
I have the authentic jail slippers.
You do have the authentic jail slippers.
Are you jealous?
No, because I didn't wear them even
I'm
in
a
jail.
better prisoner than you.
I said they were ugly even when we were in jail. And I
know,
told you
right.
to stop wearing them. And they even have the original pen scribbling when you scribble on them from jail. Also, because we're under judicial control, tomorrow morning at 11, me and Andrew do have to go to a police station to sign a piece of paper. Now, we will not be using our phones. We'll be put in the back of a car, driven to the police station and driven straight back here. Again, very authentic to the real jail experience, as we often were escorted to go to court, the doctors, police would take us places. So we are actually going to a police station tomorrow. Guards will be searching the cell while we're at the police station, and then we will be immediately thrown back in here. No access to our phones, no access to technology. Why are we doing this?
Bro, this is jail. This is jail. What did we do? We walked back and forth.
I tell you what I did. I smoked cigarettes. The authentic jail ashtray, as you know, is the lid from a top of a jar of instant coffee. Obviously.
Of course. I know that very well.
I feel like we're going to set a trend, Andrew. I feel like people are going to start recreating jail and doing jail time on the internet. But as with everything, we're super cool and we did it first. Just yesterday, I was smoking a $2,000 cigar lit with a DuPont. A $60,000 lighter I just purchased. Today, back to jail cigarettes, old reliable plastic Bic lighter. Jesus Christ, how did we do 92 days of this? It's been 5 minutes.
3 months we did, bro. 3 months. Getting flashbacks. 3 months we sat like this. 3 months! Gee, for 3 months we sat and did this. Think about that. If you said to someone you had to do something for a month, most people can't even go to the gym for a week. We sat for 3 fucking months. 92 days.
Never missed a day.
Without a single day off.
Yeah, 3 months of consecutive jail time. Man, that's something. Think of what people like me and you are capable of accomplishing in 3 months. We're not just those bums who sit at home and waste all their energy and waste all their potential. We actually have things to do. We have kids and shit as well. 3 months.
What are the good things about jail?
What, this jail? Now we're in jail?
Jail. What's the good things about jail? No women are stressing us. No one's blowing up our phones. We have no phones. No stress.
Is that a good thing? There's a cigarette under my pillow. Whoever was setting up this jail put a cigarette under my pillow.
Better smoke it then.
Well, I know the rules.
Find a cigarette, you have to smoke it.
This is hotter than jail because there's no air conditioning. And it's
Jail is
Romanian
cold.
summer. But I was in Romanian winter in jail. Yeah, jail was freezing. Let me see if I can get comfortable. Of course, the original jail ashtray is the floor. We've sentenced ourselves to jail.
Woo!
I wonder if people are expecting like a really exciting live stream. Because jail sounds like an exciting story, but it wasn't. It was day after week after month of monotonous waiting. We did get phone calls in jail, but we didn't get phone calls every day. So today's going to be one of the days that we have no phone calls.
Yeah, there were many phone call-less days in jail.
Yeah, this is one of the days when we're saving our phone minutes.
Admit you're in jail.
Admit you're in jail.
I asked you first. Admit it. I, Tristan Tate, am a loser and went to jail. Admit it.
You went to jail.
We'll talk about me afterwards.
You went to jail for 3 months.
First, you have to admit you went.
And
to
you
jail.
didn't even do any crimes. So you're an extra loser. These mattresses, although they're very uncomfortable because we bought the cheapest mattresses we could, they are slightly more comfortable than the ones in jail.
We got all of our mail tomorrow morning, which means any super chat, all of them will be saved and given to us tomorrow morning with our mail delivery. Because that's when the mail comes.
Yeah, so good super chats. Don't ask stupid questions. Do I miss jail? Am I enjoying this?
What do you call a man with no friends in jail?
Andrew.
Tristan. Technically, you did more jail than me because you've lived less years than me, but did the same amount of days in jail as I have. So a larger proportion of your life was spent in jail than mine. So do you admit that you have done more jail than I have? Do you admit that you're the criminal?
No.
You've done more jail than me.
Neither of us have done any crimes in our life.
Yeah, but you've spent more time in jail as a percentage of your living years. Agreed?
I've spent a higher percentage of my life in jail than you have.
You fucking loser.
I told you I'm institutionalized.
Sucks to be you.
I'm institutionalized. I can't make it on the outside. I had to build this. People on the internet think we're doing this for like some sort of stunt. I had to build this jail, Andrew, and I am never leaving. You think 24 hours? I now live here in the jail. That's just the way it is. I'll get my potato soup through the door. It's all set up. I'm rich enough to sentence myself to jail in my own house. You can go and live your life and drive the cars around. I'm staying here. It's amazing how you think when you get out of jail. You'll appreciate everything a million times more. And you do for a while, and then it starts to feel normal again. I still will appreciate life much more. We were sitting in the restaurant the other day, and I said to the guys who were drinking their coffee, smoking their shisha pipes, not really paying attention, I said, every city you are in, everyone who's watching us, just a few miles away from you, if you live in a city, there is a building filled with dudes who you will never ever see. They just live in jail. There are jailmen everywhere in the world. A couple miles away from where you're sitting right now is a room, a building filled with men who will never see the light of day again.
Probably a few of them are innocent too. Scary. And I'm one of them because I'm never leaving this cell. I like it here. I like jail. Matrix attack, going to sleep.
Matrix has attacked us. At least got these cool slippers.
You did get those cool slippers. I'll give you that. I also do have a pair.
But you can't do this because you don't have slippers.
This is what we did in jail, isn't it? What books did you bring?
Quran and the Art of War. What books did you bring?
The Count of Monte Cristo, From Russia with Love, and the Bible. How long are you staying in here? I bet I'll stay in here longer than you. How many people are watching us in jail?
No, we're in jail. I can't see anything.
What if no one's watching? You are uninteresting and dull, and nobody likes you.
If I had to design the worst person in the world, I would start with you as a blueprint.
Mm.
And I'd just do like a few tweaks and finalize the worst humans.
How would you tweak?
Good question. There's not much to change.
Okay, so you're trying to design the worst person in the world.
Correct.
You start with me as the blueprint.
Yes.
What do you alter?
It's hard. You're almost there, friend. You're almost about perfect, mate.
I've almost made it.
You've almost made it. I mean, as far as people go, you're a bit of a dickhead.
If I had to design...
What flavor? You want
the
dinner, Marlboro, or dessert, Chesterfield?
Oh, the Chesterfield for dessert. If I had to design the perfect brother, I'd start with you as a blueprint, but I'd change one major thing. I'd put you in jail forever. You know, I could get the bigger bedroom, more cars for me, don't have to share them. So it's just you're a good brother. I'd start with you as the blueprint, but I'd sentence you to life in jail forever. Perma jail. Remember when we thought we were in perma jail?
We were in perma jail. We're on 92 days of perma jail.
Age perma jail. Especially because it's supposed to be 1 day. They finally let us out. So the jail schedule is set up to run exactly like real jail.
This is real jail.
It is. Self-imposed. I'd challenge anybody to do this for 92 days.
What do you call a man with no shins? Tony.
That wasn't funny.
Yeah, about that.
Have you heard my joke about trains?
No.
There was a man who loved trains. So he stole one, drove it, crashed it, killed 50 people. They sentenced him to death in the United States by electric chair. They ask him what he wants for his last meal, and he says, I'll have a single banana by itself and nothing else. And he eats the banana. The next day, they take him to the electric chair, strap him in. Everything's working perfectly fine. They pull the lever, and he's still alive. Nothing really happens. So his lawyers fight the case and say to the judge, well, technically, he's carried out his sentence. We put him in the electric chair, so I think we should let him go. And they let him go. Still train obsessed, he runs into the train station, immediately out of jail. Steals another train, crashes, kills 100 people. They again sentence him to death. They say, what do you want for your last meal? He says, I'll have a single banana by itself. He eats down the banana. They strap him to the electric chair the next day. Everything's working perfectly fine. They pull the lever, and he's all right. So again, he gets there's another train, kills 1,000 people, worst train crash in U.S. history, sentenced to death. They ask him what he wants for his final meal, and he says, "I'll have a single banana on its own." And the warden of the prison says, "No. I'm going to give you the standard lap, which is steak and eggs and potatoes." So he eats his standard meal, and they walk him to the death chamber the next day, strap him into the electric chair, pull the switch, and again, nothing happens. The director of the prison says to the guards, "Who's been giving this guy bananas?" And one of the guards says, "Oh, it's nothing to do with the bananas, mate. It's just a very bad conductor." Woo! Aren't you glad you're stuck in jail with me? Got more comedy classics coming up later.
That joke was so funny.
I forgot to laugh. Have you heard my joke about tractors? There was once a man who really, really loved tractors. He had tractor wallpaper, tractor pajamas, a tractor-shaped alarm clock. He was absolutely obsessed with them, changed his name to John Deere. One day, he wins the lottery, and he's finally got enough money. He thinks, you know what? I'm finally rich. Farming equipment is expensive, but now I'm going to go and buy myself a tractor. So he goes to the John Deere showroom, gets into this big tractor. He's really excited to test drive it, but he slips and falls, and the tractor runs over his legs, breaks both of his legs and his spine. He spent 6 months in hospital rehabilitating himself. Luckily, he's left without permanent injury, but when he leaves hospital 6 months later, he's exactly the same guy, except he can't stand tractors, absolutely hates them. Rips the tractor poster off his walls, burns his tractor pajamas, his tractor alarm clock, throws all of them out, so I never want to see a tractor again. Goes into the pub the next day for a pint. Orders a pint from the barman, but the pub's full of smoke. John Deere was a non-smoker, so he breathes in and he breathes out, and all the smoke in the pub clears out immediately. Landlord of the pub looks at him and says, "Mate, that's amazing. How did you do that?" He said, "I'm an ex-tractor fan." Aren't you glad you're in here with me? You enjoying jail yet? What do you call a dickhead in jail?
Tristan.
I admit that was a good joke. My ex-tractor fan joke. I don't think you get it. I think it's just too complicated for your simple mind. I feel like my level of comedic genius is just so far superior to anything you can possibly comprehend. And that's why you don't laugh. Remember in jail when I used to flirt with the female prison guards? That was interesting.
I've been in jail 2 minutes. I've already started chain smoking again, just like jail.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing else to do. There's books and cigarettes. To be fair, I don't miss the TV because there's just Romanian TV anyway. But sometimes Judge Judy was on. Every couple days, there'd be a few episodes of Judge Judy.
Some real justice.
That was real justice. Judge Judy is a legend.
Super legend.
She may be one of the smartest people I've ever heard speak. People overlook that show and how great it is. People just think it's kind of funny. But if you're actually a smart person yourself and you hear her powers of deductive reasoning, she's incredibly intelligent. One of the smartest people ever to have a career in television, by far. She's like 4'11", and she's terrifying. If you had to go to court and lie to her, you need to be scared. Those were the good times. So what do we have? Water, instant coffee. Should I eat a spoonful of it, like we did in jail?
Why?
Just stay up all night. to enjoy jail time more. So you don't want to eat spoonfuls of instant coffee with me?
No.
Why? So you're scared? So you're scared of the jail instant coffee challenge? Over here, you can't see, we have a little table with our jail stuff on it. Plastic knives, plastic cups. Here we go. Plastic spoons. Joining me? What?
It's exactly like jail.
We tried to make it as authentic as possible.
We've instantly reverted to the same stupid shit we did in jail. You did this in jail. Don't do it. There's no point. Why? Because now I have to do it. I'm not a fucking cuck or a coward. I'm not a little bitch. I ain't gonna let you down. I'm your brother. We go down together. You're horrible. For fuck's sake.
Absolutely disgusting.
Remember in jail, we ate one of these in a day. We ate one of these in a day and didn't sleep for 2 days. Just kept going back and forth, challenging each other.
Remember when I lit my beard on fire for a joke? If you have a big bushy beard, gentlemen, do not try this at home. And
you're in jail.
And you light it a bit. The flame travels across your face. And it's kind of cool looking. So I'd stand in the weird, bumpy plastic mirror that you couldn't really see yourself in. And I'd light my beard on fire as a joke. And one time I seriously burnt my lip here. Would you like some water?
Yes, please.
To wash down that coffee. That was horrible. Why did you make me do that? You have the worst ideas. In fact, it was you who started that trend in jail.
I did start it, you're right. I started thinking I was smart.
And then you called me names until I joined in.
Like most things, it got out of control.
One time, from the commissary, I tried to get coconut water, which you couldn't get. But they brought back this sugary, horrible drink in plastic bottles with bits of coconut floating in it. And it had like hundreds of grams of sugar per 2 liters. And I drank 3 bottles in one day and made myself throw up. Now I'm not tired. I was at least a little bit tired. I thought I might get some sleep. Now I'm buzzed up on caffeine for no reason. Why did we do that? Even in jail, when sleeping makes time go faster, we used to eat instant coffee.
I got 1 spoonful of little fucking coward, little bitch. Pussy.
I need a cigarette.
Scared. Scared to have 2, but you'd never have 2. Little weakling man like you, little weakling.
I'll turn this to a coffee contest. I need to up my daily intake of cigarettes. James Bond smoked cigarettes.
Let's sing a song.
Did you listen to that song that I sent you the other day? That Redneck Farmer.
Oh, Gay Bar. No.
It's a really good song.
I don't like your music, man.
It's a country music song. It's very good. I can't remember what it's called.
Something about Tristan Tate is gay. Oh, the Tristan Poo Poo song. Is that what it was?
That's not a real song, and you're making things up.
I'm going to show you a magic trick. Tell me which hand the lighter's in. Ready?
Okay. Neither.
Wrong.
Go and open both your hands. It's neither. I instantly knew.
Speaking of instant.
No. Who can eat more tea bags? Oh.
Woo!
And every 10 minutes we'd ask each other, why are we in jail? And neither of us knew.
Why are we in jail?
Well, now we put ourselves in jail. Before, we were walking up and down saying, why are we in jail? Calling each other losers for being in jail.
You are a loser for being in jail, though. You can admit it, you're a loser for being
You're a fucking loser. You're the one in jail. I'm not in jail. My mind is free. Only my body is in jail. The Count of Monte Cristo was really in jail. 13 years. For a crime he didn't commit.
What do you call a man with no friends?
Who's in jail? I've lost my mind again.
Resist the Slave Mind t-shirt he bought on TopG.com. What do you call him?
I've lost my mind.
What's his name?
Tristan. I've instantly reverted to jail brain. I feel like we're back. We were going insane. Maybe I did go insane. Maybe I've lost my mind. Maybe this is actual real jail, and the last few months have just been a fantasy that I've been having, well, in my cell, rocking in the corner back and forth, screaming McLaren like I'm actually free.
You go back to jail brain because when you're in jail, you have to reduce your brain power to survive. You can't be a smart person in jail. You have to be an idiot.
Yeah, it's fucking hard. Did you eat another spoonful of coffee?
Go on, dude. You don't have to.
Give me
Be a
the
little bitch.
Give me the
Go
coffee.
on, no, it's fine.
Give me the coffee.
Just say you don't want to. Say it's disgusting and horrible. Go on, don't do it.
I don't want to. It is disgusting and horrible.
This is how we end up eating jars of coffee a day, Tristan. This competition between us.
Give me the jar.
Nothing good comes of it.
My unmatched coffee spacity
Coupled with sheer spoonability.
makes me a feared opponent in any realm of eating granulated coffee. Mm. Remember when we got that Scrabble board, that tiny little Scrabble board that we hustled off those other inmates for cigarettes?
And we changed the rules of Scrabble. We can make up words.
And we changed the rules of Scrabble so you could make any word that sounds like it could plausibly be a word. So originally, we played real Scrabble 2 or 3 times, about once a day. And then there was a word that probably was a word, but we didn't have a dictionary to check if it was a word or not. So we went further and further down the rabbit hole to anything that sounded like a word.
Could count.
I won that game. 2 triple word scores. I don't even know what the fucking word was. It was obviously complicated and genius.
Don't worry, we'll get out. We have court tomorrow.
Oh, I remember those days. But those 2 ladies did, in fact, let us out. God bless them. Where's my lighter? My cigarette's gone out, which is unacceptable. Light your beard on fire. My beard's not long enough. I'll just burn my skin. I'm scared. You're too scared to light your beard on fire. Admit it.
If we lose a lighter, then we're devastated. Oh, man. Luckily.
No, we got another one. We got
Thought
2.
it was over for us.
We
Our jail
got
experience.
2 big lighters. Roll on deodorant, plastic cups, instant noodles. forgot the Bafana, but it's fine. Ugh, I'm going to sleep.
Admit I have no face.
You do have a face, though. In fact, you have one of the most recognizable and famous faces in the world. If you draw a bald man with a beard and sunglasses, it's a picture of Andrew Tate. If you were a bald man with a beard before who ever wore sunglasses, you've now stolen their look, and they'll be accused of trying to look like Andrew Tate.
Admit I have no legs.
You do have legs.
Admit I have no arms.
You do have arms. You're making stuff up.
Life's going pretty good for me. I have a face and legs and arms.
To be fair, that is a very good statement. Life is going good.
I mean, I'm in jail, but at least I have a face.
Yeah, some people don't have faces.
Admit I have no head. Admit it. You will not get a wink of sleep until you admit that.
I'm going to.
I swear, God is my witness. I'll do anything it takes to keep you awake unless you admit that I have no head.
Fucking try me. Start dancing around the room screaming things at you again.
Just like jail. I'm back where I belong.
I bet no one's watching on your stream.
Probably not.
Because you're uninteresting.
Probably.
Nobody likes you.
Agreed.
People think you're a human trafficker.
Nobody thinks that. So that's 10 retarded autists full of vaccine. Everybody with a brain knows they're not a human trafficker for having a girlfriend who has a TikTok account.
TikTok!
Well, stupid.
Your girlfriend has TikTok. She doesn't live with you. You've never transported her anywhere. She's lived in this country since before you came here. You made her do TikTok. But we can't find the money that you made.
Matrix attack.
Matrix attack indeed.
Maybe we should make a bomb and blast our way out.
This is our house. We
Think about
own
it.
this building.
Have you ever considered mixing water and coffee to create an explosive substance? I don't think anyone's tried that before. Water and coffee. No, Tristan.
I might grow my hair longer
Water and coffee in the
and
same
become a
cup.
short dork and start working for Vice.
You wish, mate. So one of him.
What are you going to do when he beats you up?
In fact, my t-shirt. It's dedicated to him.
Can you admit that he's going to beat you up?
I mean, I got a DNG t-shirt with him looking homeless.
Remember when he came to the house and you left him outside? Loser.
Your mate.
Loser.
Your buddy.
He's your mate. You're the one who talks to him. I don't even talk to him. I spoke to him like once. His career is over. You've ended that man's career.
What, the DNG?
The DNG. You've ended his career.
You never had a career, bro.
I mean, he's always been Wizz Air, hasn't he?
Still was there.
Perma Wizz Air. Whiz for life. Whiz man. He is Wizz Air man, isn't he? But Andrew, he thought making hit pieces on you would make him mega famous and cool.
Yeah.
Imagine being him.
Torturous. Rather go to jail.
I'd rather be me in jail than him. I was saying this the other day when someone on fucking X was saying, "Oh, you're under house arrest and I can do whatever I like." I'm like, your options are more limited than mine. If you're broke and you ain't got gasoline in the car and no women like you and no good men who are friends want to hang out with you, and your options are severely limited. Even now that we're on judicial control, our options of things we could do with our life, like go out and spend $10,000 on red wine and sit around with your friends and laugh, they can't do that, Andrew. They are far less free than us, the people who hate on us. They're much more in jail than we were.
Do you admit there's a picture of you on these cigarettes because you like to smoke them?
What is it?
Admit there's a picture of you.
That's a picture of you.
I asked you what cigarettes you wanted. You said Chesterfield.
Is the guy in the picture wearing a shirt?
Yeah, but the guy in the picture is called Tristan.
Is the guy in the picture wearing a shirt? Yes
It's
or
you
no?
in jail.
Which one of us has a shirt on?
This is you in jail.
All that coffee's made me sleepy.
I think if we did the revolutionary act of mixing coffee and water together, we could create an explosive.
Well, anytime. Apicalda's coming soon.
Ooh, Apicalda. It's almost time for Apicalda. I forgot. Fuck!
Apicalda's the best part of jail.
Here I was thinking I was suffering. Apicalda's coming.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Well, jail ain't all bad.
Apicalda means water hot, by the way, for anyone who's not Romanian.
Jail's great. But Apicalda coming.
Yeah,
What was I depressed about?
we did have Apicalda in jail, didn't we? We could make chai, cafea. When I was a jail amateur, on my first day in jail, the nice ladies came and knocked on the door. And they said in Romanian, do you want hot water for tea or coffee? And I was like, yeah, I'd love coffee. Thinking I was at the fucking Hilton. Thinking I was being Mr. Tristan Tate, I drink golden cappuccinos in the Burj Al Arab. And she gave me 2 cups of hot water. And I realized very quickly that you had to have the coffee granules yourself. And I sat there with those 4 criminals and drank a cup of hot water as my breakfast. What was your first day in jail like?
I've never been to jail.
Yes, you have.
You're the only convict here.
You have been to jail.
What do you call a man with no legs and no arms and no face?
Stump. Faceless stump man.
Andrew. What do you call a man who's on the front of cigarette packets in a little fetal position like a baby? Crying his eyes out because he had a cigarette. This is you after you have a cigarette.
It's not.
It is.
I just had one.
After you have a cigarette, this is you. Where I had a cigarette.
That isn't me.
100% you.
Everyone.
Why is his name Tristan then?
That's not his name.
How do you know his name? What's his name then?
Andrew.
Show me proof of his name. Otherwise, he's officially Tristan forever.
I'm going to find out who that man is.
That man is you. You're going to go down the rabbit hole trying to find out who they put on the cover of Chesterfield's and be very bitterly disappointed when you find out it was you.
I won't.
You will. And once you find out it's you, will you admit once and for all that you are afraid of cigarettes?
I'm changing my name to Gaspard Caderousse. I'm changing my name to the Count of Monte Cristo.
This is you. People at home need to see you. This is Tristan. Everyone pay attention. This is Tristan. I want everyone to see Tristan after he has a cigarette.
Hey, look, I found a picture of you.
Picture of Tristan after he's had a cigarette.
Andrew, I found a picture of you.
What do I look like?
You're laying in bed with some woman and some child looking at you dying.
Nice.
Well, this might be
You're
you.
in fetal position because you cried your eyes off.
Well, this might be you.
Dying in a hospital.
Yeah.
Why don't these pictures work at all?
They make me want to smoke more. That guy's testosterone level must be through the roof. Stop showing that to the cameras.
I'm showing you.
It's not me. I like how we've blacked out our window so we have no view. That's very authentic.
We call a man with no
We call man with no cigarettes.
Tristan.
What did you learn from jail? What does jail teach you? It doesn't teach you anything. If you were a real criminal who actually did crimes, would jail rehabilitate you?
You know, when I was younger, I used to hear these rappers sing about catching a case. Like you catch a cold. Sometimes you just catch a case. You don't do anything wrong. You're just out there in the world, you catch a cold.
I
Just
heard Mayweather say that as well.
Catch a case. And I didn't really get it, but now I totally get it. Sometimes you just catch a case, bro. Sometimes you just end up in jail. You didn't do anything wrong. You just kind of end up in jail. Part of life as a man.
That did happen to us, didn't it?
It's happened again. Here we are.
Well, okay. It's amazing how like jail this feels. We've really done well.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with J.
You got me with that one when we first got moved to the same cell together. Took me a while, and I realized the answer was jail.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with B.
I don't know.
Baby.
I spy with my little eye something that begins with SDH.
Stupid dickhead. Me.
Well played.
Thanks.
Ball.
Hear me out. He took some cooking oil and some Vaseline,
Yeah, put it in the microwave.
and for some reason that was a massive explosion.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has ever tried putting water and coffee together before. And I think if we take instant coffee granules, and add water, we can create an explosive which allows us to break out of jail through the concrete walls. We just have to shield ourselves from the blast. How about this? To add to the explosive potential, when they give us hot water, apicalda, let's do the revolutionary idea of mixing hot water with instant coffee granules to create an explosive we can use to break ourselves out of jail.
I'd rather make tea. The entire British Empire was built on cups of tea. Do you remember getting woken up early in the morning to go to court? More often than not, to just get sent back to jail.
Smart. Retort. Report. Fort.
Port. Short. Are we actually doing this once a month? We need to ask Twitter who they want to see in jail with us.
Do a day a month in jail.
Yeah.
A 30th of our lives in jail.
Sentence our friends to jail. If we do one day every month in jail, the 12th of every month, we'll appreciate life more. This has made me remember jail.
The worst thing about jail is you.
Yeah, I prefer being with the random Romanian drug dealers. The moment they put me in a cell with you, I was pissed. That was extremely depressing. Start eating coffee and doing weird shit. One of the best days in jail was when that guy's wife sent him stuffed peppers. And I ate stuffed peppers with crunched up Doritos in it. And it was the most delicious thing I've ever had. Maybe in my life. Only cost me a few cigarettes. All right, cigarettes are the currency of jail. So I'll give you 5 cigarettes if you never talk to me again.
I'll give you 6 cigarettes afterwards if I'm allowed to talk to you again.
No. It's actually a good trade. I end 1 cigarette up for free.
But then I'll give you 7 cigarettes to take all the cigarettes back.
Doesn't make any sense.
And I'll give you 8 cigarettes to get over it.
I'm going to quit smoking.
You want?
Passing the lighter. Who would be good to have in jail with us? I think Rory would drive me fucking insane.
You know what I understand about people in jail? Why don't they just go home?
Do you remember every time I got bored, I lifted the phone off the wall and started calling a taxi, saying, "Can I have a taxi, please, from jail to take me home?" Didn't work, did it? Do you remember the Romanian television commercials? That guy who beat you up in the cholesterol advert. No? Forgot? Thought so. All right, we now spend 1/30th of our lives in jail. So by the time I'm 60, I've spent a year. By the time I'm 65, I would have spent a year of my life in self-imposed jail. And I feel like the other 29 years of freedom, I'll appreciate much more.
Bro, how did we do 92 days of this?
Iron Minds. You have no choice.
It's depressing as fuck, bro.
What were our options? Leave.
Good thing depression isn't real.
Depression isn't real, is it? Loads of people in jail are depressed, though. The people in jail would often talk about what they're going to do when they go home. But some of the guys there who were looking at like 15, 20 years just looked super depressed every time someone was talking about what they do when they go home. Hug my kids, kiss my wife. And then there was those guys who were just in jail. Really in jail.
Really in jail.
We were quite in jail. But we met people in jail who are going to die in jail.
Yeah, that's gay.
Some people deserve it, though. That's the thing. People ask me about the conditions in jail. I said, I'm glad they're crap. I don't want them to be good. Criminals don't deserve nice jails. Sure, I didn't deserve to be there.
Would you rather have a pet dog as smart as a snail or a pet snail as smart as a dog?
Pet snail is smart as a dog.
Why? What can a snail do even if you tell it to fetch? It's too slow. Can't pick anything up.
I've got nothing
spin in a circle.
I've got nothing but time. I'm in jail.
We're going to send a snail to fetch.
Pebble.
Fucking into the pebble.
Throw it so the snail can go get it. What would you name him?
You would not play fetch with your snail.
Slimy. Slimer.
If you stepped on a snail and killed him, would you feel bad?
No. I've probably stepped on loads of snails.
That's terrible, bro. I think here, while we're in jail, you should repent to God and the world, and you should say sorry to all the snails you've accidentally killed.
No, I don't feel sorry for snails.
No, you should say sorry to them. You accidentally killed them. You didn't eat them. They died for nothing.
I think while you're in jail, you should pick up your Quran and repent to your God that for all of the bacteria you've ever killed by washing your hands with soap.
Bacteria deserves it.
So do snails.
What snails ever done to you? Bacteria's made me sick.
Snails have eaten my crops.
You don't have any crops.
Yes, I do. I'm going to turn our garden into a corn farm.
You don't have any crops.
Don't I? Are there plants in my garden, yes or no? Trees, grass. Do that, yes or no? I've been carefully cultivating my crops. Smoke a fucking cigarette, loser. We're gonna end up like the guy on the packet. Fetal position, boy.
Crying my eyes out.
That's you.
Is it?
What did I even think about in jail? The happiest day I had in jail was when news got to us that you had been South Parked. That was a good day. I didn't even see the episode, but it made me smile to know that you've been South Parked. I am going to take a walk.
Because these beds are super uncomfortable. Ha ha ha. This brings back memories. Remember doing this for hours?
Free Top G. You can hear them outside the window screaming Free Top G.
This really happened.
When we were in jail, they'd sit outside the jail shouting Free Top G.
Yeah, we did appreciate that.
We did super appreciate that. When we were in jail, we super appreciated it.
They'd also drive past with their cars and play songs. Like your theme tune. Why is that your theme tune?
That was good. That did give us an inspiration when we heard that. That did make us happy.
No matter how bad this is, it's the coolest story of our life.
Free Top G. Free Top G. Hold tight all the mandem, all the guys who bothered to drive past and give us moral support. That did make us happy.
That did make us happy.
Super appreciated that. I'm thinking of changing the first two letters around from bunk and beds.
Okay.
To confuse the world. Think about it. We take the first letter from bunk and the first letter from beds and we swap them around.
Because who would know? It's the perfect crime.
There you go. They drive past and play this song for us. I wish I knew what she was saying. I still don't know to this day what she sings about. I should probably meet this woman at some point, considering her song is mine now. I hope she's saying nice things about me.
It's a love song about man.
Is it?
Yeah.
What does the man do?
Can't remember. I read the lyrics once. The Quran must be higher than the other books in jail. So I'm going to put it on top of this pillow. So the Quran is the highest book.
Of course, it was on top of the other book already.
It was on top of the bed. It was on the same level as the other book. How the fuck did we survive this?
Bro. Oh, man.
We're survivors, bro. They can't break our minds.
Our fans are shouting for us.
Nice. Being falsely imprisoned for no reason when you've never committed a crime could make lots of people have mental breakdowns. I can't have mental breakdowns, but I think they exist.
Hear me out. I need to change the first two letters between bunk and beds to confuse the world. And when I say I'm going to go to the new thing, which is new name that no one's ever heard of, so I'm going to swap around the first two letters from bunk and beds. They won't know I'm going to sleep. They'll think I'm doing something else, which allows me to get unlimited naps behind the back of all my opponent's enemies. What do you think?
I think that's a wonderful idea, Andrew.
Admit I have no face.
Shut up. I'm going to sit in our chair.
Admit I have no legs.
We have an uncomfortable chair, just like we did in jail. I'm going to sit in the chair with a change of pace. So we get mail tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Super chats.
Yeah. Tomorrow morning is mail, which is all the super chats that get sent. We get all our mail. We follow the prison schedule for inspections, food, everything.
Yeah. You take it to the police station to sign a piece of paper.
Just like when we were in jail.
Bored of jail now. Ugh. Bored of it. Ugh. Going to sleep. Good night. Good night, cruel world.
Tomorrow we also have to train. We have to do 1,000 push-ups tomorrow.
Yeah, we trained in jail. We got water balls. Ugh. Good night. Hello.
Admit I have no legs.
Shut the fuck up. Jail was better with the Romanian criminals. These posters are very cool. You know what isn't cool? You.
Admit I have no head.
Who is the world's most boring internet influencer? Andrew Tate. Do you realize that?
You ever hear my joke about the guy who loved tractors?
I told you that joke an hour ago.
You ever hear my joke about the guy who loved trains?
Go on, tell it.
He was a very bad conductor.
That's just the punchline.
Yeah, we skip all the boring part and get to the funny part. Do you ever hear my joke about the guy who loves cars?
No.
There once was a man who completely loved cars, but he didn't like the idea of buying a new car because he wanted to get one that had already been run in. So he decided to buy a used car.
Okay.
So he drove down the road in his car, went to the first used car lot he found, asked them how much they'd take trade-in for his car.
Okay.
They said $5,000.
Okay.
And he was going to swap it for a very expensive, fancy used car that cost $20,000.
Okay.
But he asked for a test drive.
Okay.
And the used car salesman said, sure, you can test it. So he gets in the car and he drives out. And he drives north. Then he drives south. Then he drives west. Then he drives east. And he returns to the used car salesman and says, I'll let you know if I want the car. I have to see a few other cars first. So he gets back in his original car, drives on the road, finds another used car lot. Asks them how much they'd give him for his car. They said $6,000 if he traded it in and he got a fancy new used car. So he says, okay, I want to test this car. I found a really nice car for $45,000. I want to test it. He got in it and he drove north. He drove south. He drove west. He drove east. He came back and told the used car salesman, I think I might get this car. I'm very interested, but I'm going to try another car lot. He's back in his car, drives down the road to another car lot that sells used cars. He asked him how much he could get trade in for his car. He said $7,000. They had a fancy new Cadillac. Sorry, used Cadillac. Almost new. Used. Perfect. Exactly what he was looking for. Took it out for a test drive. Drove north. Drove south. Drove west. Drove east. Came back in. Told the car salesman that he's very tempted. He might buy it, but he has to try another car lot. So he drives down the road.
Shut the fuck up. You're going to keep saying this over and over again, increasing it by $1,000 each time.
And finds another car lot. And he asked him how much he get traded for his car. He said $8,000.
Okay.
And he saw a used car he liked on the car lot. So he said, can I take it for a test drive? The guy said yes. So he drove it north, drove it south, drove it west, drove it east. But he wasn't convinced.
Okay.
So he let the salesman know that he's almost convinced, but he's not quite convinced. He has to try another car. So he drives down the road in his car and he finds another used car lot. And he said, how much will I get traded for my car? And the salesman said, $9,000. You have to uncover your head and listen to my joke.
This blanket's soundproof. I can't hear you.
Tristan, are you accusing me of just talking complete shit and just going on and on forever about nothing?
Have you heard my joke about the ducks?
No. Wait, I haven't finished my car joke yet.
There was 4 ducks who lived in a pond in the middle of a forest. One day, a hunter came who was hunting ducks, and he aimed his gun at duck number 1, and he fired and he missed. Now, the hunter wasn't a very good hunter. He was too confident in his abilities, and he only actually brought 1 shell to the forest. So the hunter leaves, and all the ducks say to duck number 1, "Hey, mate, that was very close. You almost got shot by the hunter." And duck number 1 says, "Yeah, I was super, super lucky. I flew up super high and evaded him." So the hunter comes back with another shotgun shell the next day, fires his shotgun shell at duck number 2, and he misses. The hunter, of course, only packed 1 shell, just like before, so he leaves the forest, leaves the ducks in the pond. And the other 3 ducks say to duck number 2, "Look, mate, you're very lucky that the hunter aimed at you and missed. Isn't that good?" And he said, "Yeah, it's wonderful." So the hunter comes back for the 3rd day. He brings 2 shells with him. He fires at duck number 3, and he fires at duck number 4. He misses the ducks both times. Then he went home. You don't get it. Do you want me to say it again?
Yeah.
4 ducks lived in a pond in the middle of the forest.
I don't get it so far. I'm confused. Explain it to me. What's a duck? Describe a duck to me.
It's got feathers.
Okay.
It quacks.
Okay.
If you were an animal that wasn't a human, you'd be a duck.
Interesting.
Because you're a stupid, pathetic loser.
What do you do if I turn the world upside down?
The world's always upside down, mate.
No. If I take my pillow and put it here,
Okay.
and I inverse the polarity of the axis of Earth, what will you do when the equator no longer functions as it should?
Well, when the equator runs north to south instead of east to west.
That's exactly what I have just done.
I don't think it is.
Try it.
No.
Scared, huh? Unforeseen circumstances, I understand.
What are you going to do when the world's best astrophysicist doesn't know what a boy is?
Oh, your mate. Neil deGrasse Bumbleclaw.
Well, he understands black holes, but he doesn't understand what a girl is.
Why do you care how I identify? Shut up, you fucking geek.
He's a geek, isn't he?
All these people who are supposed to be smart are fucking idiots. Sam Harris is a dumbass.
Yeah. Neil deGrasse Tyson, dumbass.
They're all dumbass.
Bill Nye sold out.
It's a spectrum. Shut up.
It's not a fucking spectrum of geek.
Bro, these people are just dummies. How do these people get known as smart? Who actually looks at them and thinks they're smart? And can you give me credit? Admit, before they even sold out, I said to you, I don't think these people are smart. I think they're just fucking nerds. And
Yeah.
It's different. I said it, you didn't.
Yeah, I said they were nerds. About all of them.
I said you can be smart and not be a nerd. Or you can just be such a big nerd that people
Yeah.
think you're smart, but really you just have a shit personality and you're boring.
Yeah. And you'll say what they tell you to say at the end of the day. I won't say what they tell me to say.
They're scared, bro. They're scared of getting canceled. Little babies. So they got a cigarette. Had a cigarette and a fucking mental breakdown.
From now on, the loser on the front of all cigarette packets is called Neil.
Neil, fine.
Neil the
Every
loser.
man is crying his eyes out on a cigarette packet because he had a cigarette and somehow died from it. How'd you die from a cigarette? Fuck.
Because gender's on a spectrum.
I'm gonna put the polarities of Earth back to save you, because otherwise you're gonna fall off.
What the people at home don't understand is, as I lay here on this bed,
You almost fell off the planet.
yes, think about it. Technically, you're not looking up. Technically, you're glued with your back to the earth, staring down into infinite space. Did you know that?
All I can see is a jail bed, mate.
If I grip with my fingers into the floor of jail, I can use my chi to slow down the earth's rotation,
Have you ever been to Jupiter?
to make days longer. Hear me out. And if I speed the Earth up to spin 92 times faster, we could finish our whole jail sentence in a day.
Have you ever been to Jupiter?
Yes.
Is that why you're stupider? You will never recover for the rest of your fucking life. You will never financially recover from what just happened to you. You're going to be broke forever. Next time you fucking want to walk around, I'm Mr. Millionaire, I'm a talisman. Walk around your fancy suits with your fucking fancy cars, try to go to Monaco Casino, trying to spend 20 or 30 grand a night on dinner. They're going to remind you of the fact that you went to Jupiter, and that's why you're stupider. And you're never going to be the same again. You will never recover from this exact moment. Your life will never be the same from this moment that I told the whole fucking world where you've been and what you really are.
I forgot people were watching us. Your favorite planet is Uranus.
Have a fucking cigarette.
I can't. I'm Neil. I'm scared.
You're going to die. Cigarettes are a spectrum. Okay?
I roasted him on Twitter.
Tristan, cigarettes are a spectrum, and how you feel.
You know the worst thing about him? He was one of the people who said that Pluto's not a planet because it's just not.
He's been to Jupiter with you.
He's been to Uranus. Oh, yeah, he's a dummy, isn't he?
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It feels good to get out of the rain. In the desert. Don't know the rest of the words. Do you know the rest of the words?
In the desert, no one remembers your name because...
La da 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 da. After 4 days in the desert sun,
Andrew went to jail.
I walked up and down my jail cell, then I laid in bed.
I have been to jail longer than you, haven't I?
Of course you have. You've been to Jupiter as well, you fucking loser.
So I'm a hardened convict and you're a jail noob.
Most people are jail noobs.
Most people can't handle jail. Jail's a punishment to weak losers. Oh no, jail! Fuck off. There's no punishment that can be given to us that stops us smoking. Always remember that.
That's true. You can always smoke cigarettes.
No matter what they do to me, no matter how unjust I am treated, I am always able to smoke cigarettes. No matter what they do. I may not be able to, run my business, take care of mom, look after feed my children. Let's take all that away from Tristan. Cool. But what they can't take away are my fucking smokes.
I said a hip, hop, a hippie, a hippie to the hip, hip hop, you don't stop the rock to the bang, bang, nobody stop the booty beat.
Shut up.
What you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. And me, the group member friends, are trying to move your feet. See, my name's Wonder Mike, and I'd like to say hello. The black to the white, the red and the brown, the purple and yellow. But first you gotta bang bang the booty to the booty, say up the booty to the bang bang booty, let's rock. You don't stop, right there to make your body rock. Now so far you heard my voice, but brought one friend along. Next on the mic is my man Tristan. Come on, Tristan, sing that song.
4 ducks live in a pond in the middle of the forest.
I have a used car, and I'm going to the used car salesman, north, south, east, and west. You've been to Jupiter because you're a fucking dork. You and Neil deGrasse Tyson have long intellectual conversations about
Gender being a spectrum.
jerking off at the same time.
Planets are a spectrum. Pluto's a planet.
Space isn't real. NASA is fake. NASA's fake and the Earth is flat. I proved it by reversing the polarity of Earth. I just reversed Earth's polarity with a pillow. And if the Earth was a globe, that wouldn't be possible to do. The equator now runs from north to south, and you're never going to financially recover from the fact that everyone knows you're stupider because you've been to Jupiter. Fact, scientifically proven, in jail.
I think you are, in fact, one of the lizard people. My investigation was inconclusive. When I get out of here, I'm going to fucking prove it to the world that you're a slimy, lizardy cunt.
Admit I have no face.
Shut the fuck up. How did I survive 92 days with you as my cellmate? You were the worst part of jail. Three months is a very long time. If you took a 3-month vacation at a 5-star hotel, hear me out, you'd get bored of it.
3 months 3 months traveling the world to get bored of it. Let alone sitting in this fucking room.
What was done to us was monstrous.
Admit you've been to Venus. Have you been to Venus?
No.
Because you haven't got a penis. Stupider Jupiter. And no penis in Venus. What's next for you? What's next for your planetary journey of loserdom around the solar system for the whole world to witness? Voyager 10. Tristan Tate. Planet to Planet. Ultra Dork. Neil deGrasse Tyson and his co-pilot. Talking about fucking spectrums and how happy you can be to talk shit and jerk off. That's your ideal space journey, isn't it? Star Trek, but fucking gay. That's your fucking dream.
My ideal space journey.
That is your ideal space journey. From planet to planet with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, it's going to Mars with Elon, obviously. That's everyone's dream space journey. Have you been to the sun?
Yes.
Because you like it up the bum.
That for some reason wasn't funny in my ones. Because you were trying to take my jokes, but everyone knows you're the one who lives on the fucking space journey of loserdom around the solar system. And you're going to be known as that forever.
You ever been to Earth?
No. Earth is flat and space is fake.
Nah, Elon wouldn't lie to me.
Did Elon say it's a circle?
Well,
whatever.
Yeah, Elon wouldn't lie. I believe the Earth was flat and space was fake until Elon started doing space. Can't trust NASA. It's run by Nazis. Alex Jones was right.
I mean, I have no legs.
I could go to jail with Alex Jones and be very happy. He's interesting. He's more interesting than you.
So we're going to recreate Star Trek. Captain Tristan of the USS Spectrum.
The USS Spectrum.
The USS Spectrum travels the solar system, going to Venus because he has no penis, and going to Jupiter because he's stupider. And the second in command is Neil deGrasse Tyson, who talks about the happiness of the spectrum. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to go try and discover why you're both such monumental losers. Set phaser to gay. That's what you're going to say. That's your first opening line.
I'm not sure those answers exist out there.
I have hundreds of millions of dollars, and I'm going to produce this show. I'm an actor who represents you, an actor who represents him. And they're going to be all over TV, Netflix special. And I guarantee people watch it. And everyone's going to learn about you traveling the solar system.
You know, really expensive movies cost less money than we have. We could make movies.
Could make smoothies.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
You could.
I'm tired of jail.
It'd be easier to make a smoothie than a movie. What's going to give you more genuine satisfaction? A nice smoothie or a stupid movie?
That question's groovy. Having a nice walk?
What would you do if you went to space and there was a man there? Just a guy.
Who, the spaceman?
The spaceman. It's like, what are you doing here? He's like, I've always been here. Just hanging out.
I'd assume he's a demon.
Why wouldn't you assume he's an alien?
Because aliens can't be real.
Why?
Not mentioned in the Bible.
Aliens can't even find their way to Earth. Dummies. It's the only flat planet you have to go to.
Aliens have intercepted our number one astrophysicist talking about a spectrum, and they refer to us as phalians.
I think that's true. I think they listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
And they think this species is stupid.
They do not need to go to that planet.
They don't even know if they're boys or girls. Let's talk about stars. Who else on the internet do I dislike? Everyone's on the internet.
Everyone's on the internet's a dork bus, bro. I don't watch anybody. They're all losers.
I actually don't. I don't watch anything, anybody. So what do you think about this person? They said this about you. I'm like, who? Who? I don't care. I don't know who the people who talk about me are. So in a way, I win. Talk about me all fucking day. What's so interesting about me? Do you remember when I ruined the Star Trek movie when it was playing in jail? The Star Trek movie came on and you said, oh, I haven't seen this. And I said, don't worry, at the end, she uses the Beastie Boys to kill Idris Elba. And you said, that can't be the ending of this movie. And then it was, and you laughed and said it's shit.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And they made Sulu gay for no reason.
That was the second worst Star Trek movie behind your one.
I don't have a movie.
You're going to have a movie. USS Spectrum. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Loserdom journey around the solar system. We're going to make it come true. Someone's going to produce this movie now.
It probably only costs like $40 million.
I'm not smelling deodorant for fun.
We did used to do that.
Smelling is fun.
Yeah, smelling things. It's sensory input.
Do you want to smell the deodorant?
No, thanks. I'm going to sit and smell.
I'll save you some.
I'm going to sit and smell my cigarette. I'm going to balance the cigarette on my upper lip. I'm going to insert cigarettes into my nostrils, so every breath I take is smoking.
Every breath you take.
Every move you make. Every single day, every time I pray. I
don't think anyone's combined water and coffee. We need to try it.
I think I'm better at jail than you.
Why?
Don't know. I feel more at home here. Maybe in a previous life I really was a criminal. I think the most illegal thing I've ever done is copy music CDs illegally when I was a teenager.
He's copying music CDs. Police! Take him to jail.
Are you telling on me?
Police!
To the internet.
Police guards.
I told on myself.
Tristan copied music CDs.
Yeah.
Life in jail.
I did when I was 14.
Life in jail.
When I was 14.
Yeah. Admission of guilt on the internet. Typical fucking you, isn't it? Typical fucking you.
What was that Irish?
What next? Your girlfriend got a TikTok account.
What was that stupid Irish band?
Jail.
That sang that song, C'est La Vie.
Stupid.
Yeah, what was that band's name?
Stupid.
I copied their music CD. Internet, if you could find that band of Irish girls that sings a song called C'est La Vie, I copied that music CD when I was 14.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bewitched. Bewitched.
Somebody find them and tell them that I owe them £10. I will pay them.
They probably need it, mate.
I copied their music CD
They probably need it.
from my friend at school.
You're a fucking criminal.
That's the most illegal thing I've ever done.
You're a criminal. It's disgusting. I can't share a cell with you. I'd rather share a cell with a murderer.
Maybe Bewitched aren't famous nowadays because the £10 they lost from me copying their music CD financially ruined them. They were £10 short of making their second album. Who else's music CD did? Now that I'm confessing to crimes, who else's music CD did I copy? Jesus has forgiven me for my sins, but that's the only crime I've done. You know who got human trafficked? Us.
Yeah, that's right.
An organized criminal gang was formed to take us away from our families and kids and lock us up. We were human trafficked.
Agreed.
Give me the layer. I might just stay in here forever. Think of all those cunts that you know, Bailey, Rory. We just ignore them. Stay in jail permanently.
Perma jail.
Never talk to them for the rest of our lives. How are they going to talk to me when I'm in jail and I refuse visitors?
I'm really sorry for Bewitched. What I did was morally wrong, Andrew.
You do owe them £10.
Now I'm sitting here in jail. I feel like I deserve it because I copied their music CD.
We do need to send them £10 to their bank accounts.
Okay.
Why did you even have their CD to copy? Explain.
A girl at school gave it to me and asked if I could make a copy of it for her friend.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, that's my criminal history.
I didn't think there was anything that could stop us having a close brotherhood, but now I understand what you've been up to in your spare time. You're a piece of shit.
I'm not, though.
You are. Unfucking believable. You deserve all of this.
Give me a piece of paper.
You deserve everything bad that happens to you for the rest of your life.
Give me a piece of paper so I can do origami.
Everything bad that happens to you for the rest of your life is fully deserved because of what you've done.
As I sit in jail, I try and wonder what I did to land myself here. And
Copy the Witcher CD.
Yeah, I know. I've got a black belt in origami. Did you know that?
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
I don't think you do. I think you're lying.
I'm not lying. I have a black belt in origami, and I sit here on the floor like the depressed loser I am and fold a paper crane. Because that's what we do in jail. Are we going to sleep or are we going to stay up all night smoking cigarettes and sleep during the day? Like we used to.
See what happens.
It's a lot less screaming in this jail than the previous one. Screaming? The greatest television series ever produced was Peep Show. Peep Show was a great show. You don't know how to black belt in origami. You were unaware. You were unaware that my origami skills are frightening. Frighteningly good. If I fold a paper crane, the internet has to worship me. Is there a fly in here? There's a fly in jail. Assassinated.
Nice. One shot kill.
When in jail, the insects couldn't escape me. I couldn't cockroaches.
It's not origami if you have to rip the paper, mate.
Yes, it is, because you have to start origami with a perfect square of paper. A4 is not for origami.
Isn't it?
No, it has to be a square. So now, internet, I have a square of paper. I'm going to use this square to fold a beautiful paper swan. Because I am an origami black belt, as I said. Unlike you, who, by the way, is an origami loser.
You should call it floorigami.
I am sitting on the floor.
And then you should sell it and call it
Porigami?
storigami. And then when someone can't afford it, you call it
Porigami.
and then you can write folk tales about it and call it
Lorigami.
correct. And then you can shout out from the rooftops about how good you are and call it roarigami. And you can do it in a private jet and call it soarigami. Okay?
There's also a joke about horrorigami in there somewhere, but I don't want to be accused of being a misogynist for making a joke.
Yeah, I might end up in jail. Again.
Men are better drugs than women.
Straight to jail.
Right to jail, right away. You did go to jail. You are a loser.
I'm a loser.
What the fuck were you doing in jail?
My girlfriend had TikTok.
Your girlfriend at TikTok? You can try it.
Correct.
I don't think I know a girl who doesn't have TikTok.
Maybe everyone's human trafficked.
Maybe everyone's a human trafficker.
I mean, everyone does have TikTok.
Probably.
I wonder if the people doing this to us have family members with TikTok.
Probably.
I liked your light bulb analogy on that Romanian TV interview. That was very good.
It's true. It's stupid.
What's the best way to change a light bulb? Well, I'm a professional at changing light bulbs. Here's how you change a light bulb. Go and change the light bulb. Forced labor. You were nice to her. Loverboy method. Forced labor. Human trafficking.
Yep.
That was a very good analogy, Andrew.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Matrix tech. They just want you to shut up, Andrew.
I have shut up.
No, you haven't.
I have.
Have you?
I'll stop telling everyone about your Star Trek movie.
That's not a real thing, though. You made that up.
I'm going to make it real. We're going to produce it.
You're not.
We are.
You're Mr. Producer.
I'm Mr. Producer, and I'm going to hire an animation team to animate a Star Trek series where you on the USS Spectrum travel around on a journey of losing through the solar system with Neil deGrasse Tyson. You go to Venus, you live in Venus. You go to Jupiter, you're stupider. And Neil deGrasse Tyson tells you the whole time that if a man wants to be a woman, why do you care? Because that's science. Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
I look forward to seeing
When that is on our Rumble channel, fully produced, will you admit that I made the movie?
I admit it. I will admit it.
I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. The only way to stop me is to kill me in this cell before they let me out.
Good luck sleeping. Paper's a bit too thick for origami.
And the excuses come. Didn't take fucking long, did it? Mr. fucking Origami. Now you're coming out with excuses already. What next? What next, dickhead? Come on. What next? Cunt. I wonder everyone fucking hates you. You're universally despised. Nobody on this planet has ever said a good word about you ever.
Well, also that's true. I get millions of people writing all the time. Oh, by the way, while people are listening to us, if you ever send me a message that starts with day 3 of trying to get your attention, I want you to understand that thousands of people are doing that, and I will immediately block you. The only acknowledgement you might get is a block. Day 26 of trying to tell the talisman my shit business idea. Shut up. I wish you luck out there in the world. Don't waste my time. I'm a businessman. I've got business plans. What if Bewitched going to sue me?
What would you do with Bewitched? We're waiting for you outside jail to beat you up.
I'll just let them beat me up.
Like, we get out of here.
Okay.
3 Irish ladies come up.
They'd be old now, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
Middle-aged Irish women.
Middle-aged Irish women who are very angry you stole £10 for them back in 2001 and decided to beat the living shit out of you. And I agree with them, so I don't help you. What would you do? How would you defend yourself?
Well, if anyone attacked me, I guess I'd have to defend myself. But
You
I
would.
don't think I'd have to try very hard.
But obviously you're going to lose. So what would you do when those 3 women destroy you? And I agree with them, so I don't help you. No, but what would you do if it happened?
Get beaten up, I guess, by 3 Irish women.
Such a loser. You would deserve that, though.
I have competently folded a paper swan. Can you admit that I have a black belt in origami? Just admit that you can't do that and I have a black belt in origami. Admit it to the fucking world.
Does it fly?
You doubted me. You said, and I quote, Tristan, you will never competently fold a paper swan ever. End quote.
Andrew Tate, 2023, just before this live stream started. That's what you said. And here I stand, triumphant in my achievement at folding a perfectly made paper swan. I want you to have this, Andrew, as a symbol of all the things you'll never achieve, as a symbol to the nobody that you'll always be. I know you're angry, babe.
That is what happens when you try and become something in life.
The Matrix beats you down.
Yeah, let's set a fire.
Fuck you, Swan.
Let's burn our way out of here. Let's set the whole place on fire.
Fuck this Swan.
We really need... Tristan, hear me out. What if the swan is the first thing we explode with our new explosive from coffee?
He's unburnable.
Tristan, we need to mix hot water with instant coffee. It's never been done before. We create a more powerful explosive than a nuclear bomb and blow our way out of here.
Koffenheimer.
Smart. Super smart. I think we should at least try it.
Poor Swan. All he wanted was you to acknowledge that I am the master of origami, and you'll never, ever, ever, ever amount to anything. Nothing you've ever done in your life tops the achievement of me making a paper swan live to the internet. How jealous are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
You must be furious. Sucks to be you, doesn't it? Little Mr. Andrew, sitting there with a piece of paper in his hand, wishing it was a swan, but unable to fold it into one because you're a bumbly-handed loser who can't competently fold paper.
I admit, if you can't do origami, you are a loser who can't fold paper.
You can't even fold a piece of paper in half. That's how shit you are. You couldn't fold a piece of A4 paper into 2. That's how shit you are at origami. The single worst man that's ever existed at the ancient martial art of origami. Fucking embarrassing. How can I, the great Tristan Tate, origami legend of the internet and the world, have a brother like you?
You're right. You're
That
right.
paper is coated with plastic. It stinks.
You're right. I admit that I'm shit at origami because I can't fold paper.
You can't even fold a piece of paper in half.
I'm having a crisis, a life crisis.
You can't
You're
fold
right.
one piece of paper in half.
I can't make a stupid crane out of paper like you.
Yes, exactly.
I'm a loser.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm fully aware.
What am I going to do about this? Will you teach me how?
No. My origami knowledge cannot be passed on to losers like you. You will never know how to do that. Ever, ever, ever. You had one chance in life to watch me do it and to try to competently copy me, and you failed. You are officially poor origami.
I'm poor origami. You're right. I'm poor origami. I'm officially poor origami.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm devastated, Tristan.
Yeah, I bet. It must hurt to be that big of a loser. Ah, Apicalda. What's a mess?
Apicalda's arrived. Woo!
So when Apicalda's here, do you want to talk through the Apicalda system while I prepare the Apicalda and the Pentu Shy?
we can talk about it.
We can talk about the Apicalda system.
I think we need to open the window, though. In jail, we did have a small window to open.
We did have a window to open, and that paper swan stinks.
Yeah, that paper things like plastic in here because of your bullshit swan project.
Bullshit. This is the man who can't do it. If it's so bullshit, how come you can't do it? Go on, explain the Apicalda system. I'll get the towel. When Apicalda shows up, you have to get the towel first thing. Andrew, do you want to explain this?
I'm an origami loser and I can no longer talk. I hate my life.
So what you do is, when you get hot water, or Apicalda, as we call it in jail, when you're institutionalized like me, is you take one bottle and you wrap it in a towel to maintain the heat. The heat of the Apicalda needs to be maintained. So you wrap it up in a towel, and that way you have Apicalda for later. 1, trusty Bible. And then we have an applicaldo to use. So I'm going to make tea and instant noodles.
Tea and ramen.
Exactly.
That's what we did, didn't we? We got applicaldo, we made instant noodles.
Exactly.
It is what we did, isn't it? It's all coming back to me. I'd love some noodles. I want some noodles.
Well, we haven't got bowls. We forgot. So we have to make them in these cups.
Nice. Cup of noodles. This is going to melt with the hot water.
You think? No. I think cups are okay.
So you've got one bottle wrapped. So you've got 2 hours more where that water stays hot.
Yeah. You wrap it in a towel, you got two hours.
Noodles in a cup. They taste so good to eat.
Noodles in a cup. The tasty prison treats.
I make my noodles with hot water, and they taste so great.
I'm in jail for no reason because I'm Tristan Tate. Oh, Jesus. They sent us to jail. Woo!
Noodles in a cup. I eat them in my cell. Noodles in a cup. Goes down very well.
Okay, now is this going to melt the cup?
Noodles in a cup.
This bottle's fucking hot. Is this going to melt the cup?
It's going to melt the cup unless you sing noodles in a cup.
Noodles in a cup.
You can double up the cups, bro. Then when the first cup melts into plasticky goodness, we can just ingest the plastic
We have paper
toxins.
cups for tea.
We ingest the plastic toxins
Okay.
to add to our powers and become men of cybernetic organisms.
Okay.
The cup's collapsing. We're gonna destroy our cell. The cup is melting. I told you it would.
Shit. Fuck.
Why don't we have bowls? In jail we had a bowl.
I know, but we forgot them. There's a bowl here because they got tea bags in it. But this bowl wouldn't be allowed in jail because it's made out of something you can break and kill with. I'll use the bowl first.
Ah, bowl hog, eh?
Yeah.
Always had you down as a bowl hog. Never had you down as much else, to be honest. All these years I've known you.
As the only man who can competently do origami here.
I knew there was something suspicious about you all these years. Didn't know it was because you were a fucking bowl
I'm a
hog.
music CD copying bowl hogger.
That's right. You're a music CD copying bowl hogger. You owe Bewitched 10 pounds. Can someone let the internet know that Tristan owes Bewitched 10 pounds?
Okay.
Wait till that goes viral. You're fucked, mate. I can't wait till those 3 old Irish ladies kick the living fuck out of you.
It's not.
That's what you deserve.
It's not.
It is.
I'm not a bad person.
You are a bad person. I can't wait to get the shit kicked out of you.
They're not going to get the shit out of me.
Noodles in a cup.
I think they're going to forgive me. When they find out what I've done.
I don't think they're going to forgive you.
When they find out all that I've done.
They're never going to forgive you.
I think they might.
I don't think they're ever going to forgive you for what you did.
I think they will.
I don't think they will.
I think you understand I was young and stupid. Living a life of crime.
Everyone makes mistakes.
It is so fucking hot in here. I realized something. The other day, when we sentenced Rory to 2.5 hours in jail and made him stay in here, technically, have we actually human trafficked someone now?
Yeah, take us to jail. Decaught. Noodles in a cup.
It's a good tree. Noodles in a cup. Tastes good to eat. You can't make noodles in a cup because the cup melts.
You can't. Because you're not man enough. I'm going to double my cups up.
You're just going to melt the cup around the other cup.
I don't live in fucking fear like some USS Spectrum Jupiter piece of shit with his little fucking first mate. Happy homo.
You're definitely going to ruin the cups.
Oh no, don't ruin the plastic cups. What are we going to do?
We should ask the prison guards for another bowl. We're allowed bowls. We had bowls in jail. It was an oversight by those who set the...
Then I have to make a whole new song. Do you think I have time to just invent these songs off the top of my head with all the fucking brilliance that goes into them?
Please bring us a bowl. We're allowed bowls. It was a oversight.
Noodles in a cup.
Stop doing that. You're not going to successfully make noodles that
They
way.
don't go in a bowl.
No boy.
Noodles, see? No bowl, prison guard said. Noodles in a cup. Never gets old. Don't go in a bowl. Or I was in a bowl. Bowl, old. Soul, noodles in a cup.
Good for your soul.
Good for your soul. Noodles in a cup, never in a bowl. Noodles in a cup, Tristan can get fucked. Fucked kind of rhymes with cup. Noodles in a cup, Tristan can get fucked. That's why he doesn't get noodles in a cup. It doesn't work. So I said noodles in a cup too many times. I have to work on it. But we're going to get there.
We're not.
We are. It's going to be the new intro to emergency meetings.
Noodles in a cup.
Noodles in a cup. They're good for the soul. Noodles in a cup. Don't eat them from a bowl. Noodles from the cup. You are so jealous. You're a monumental failure in all aspects of your life.
You can't fold a paper crane.
You're in jail, mate. You can't give anyone life advice.
You're in jail.
At least I'm eating noodles from a cup like I fucking promised myself. At least I go back on my own word like a fucking coward. I'm a man of my word. What the fuck have you ever achieved? Your little bowl. Fucking girl. We didn't put on a tutu, princess. Had enough of you and your shit.
Are we actually staying in here 24 hours?
Bro, we're sitting in here 92 days.
We're not.
Noodles in a cup.
I wonder what they
I mean, you're a bit jealous. Just a tiny 1%. Tiny. Be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with God. Everyone's watching. Your ancestors are watching you. Now is your chance to be honest to your ancestors and admit that a part of you, no matter how small, is a little bit jealous with what I've achieved.
I'm angry that I didn't pull it off.
Of course. Of course you fucking are. That was your chance to be a somebody. You could have been a someone. You could have mattered. Your name could have been worth something. Instead, you fucked it all up for what? A bowl? Cunt.
I wonder what people expected when watching this live stream. I think they expected us to basically be streaming, talking to them, and this is jail.
This is all we did in jail.
The authentic jail experience.
You have to turn your brain off and become a retard, otherwise you can't survive. It's a very low input environment, so you need to make sure that your brain waves operate at the lowest possible frequency. And sing stupid songs.
So you can get maximum entertainment.
From nothing.
From
You go get maximum entertainment from nothing. I feel very happy. I'd actually say, I won't say this right now. I feel very happy deep inside. In the outside world, I need a beautiful girl, a sports car, cigar, millions of dollars, nice suit, etc. to feel happy. But now I feel deeply happy inside with noodles in a cup because you failed. I feel great. Watching you fail so monumentally, like the piece of shit you are, Princess Bowl Boy. Watching you be Princess Bowl Boy while I succeed. Beautiful.
You've made a pot noodle.
I've done something you could not do. Because I'm a winner. And what's the opposite of a winner, Tristan? A loser.
Tea?
Don't mind if I do. You drink it from a bowl. Loser. You're never going to financially recover from this.
I guess all the super chat money is going to Tate Pledge. I bet no one's watching us. I bet we're doing this for no reason.
Something about the cup gives them flavor.
I don't think that's true. I think you made that up. A clear plastic cup does not have flavor.
It does, because when the plastic melts, all the fumes and chemicals get into the noodles. That's why I'm the bionic man and your little princess bowl boy.
Captain Plastic.
I'm a bionic human now. I'm a cybernetic organism, and you're a princess. That's because of how you made your noodles. What do you have to say about that?
I don't give a shit.
Bet you do. Deep down, in your heart, in your soul.
I think you're just trying to deflect because you're deeply insecure about the origami incident. You're trying to claim some victory with your little cup because you couldn't fold a piece of paper in half.
I folded a cup around my noodles and absorbed the chemicals. You can't do that, princess. Neil deGrasse Tristan. A bowl is a spectrum. I want you to know that everybody hates you. And nobody's ever liked you, especially not me. It's all been a psyop since the beginning of time. Everybody has always been against you. And I've only pretended to be your brother all these years for this exact moment. I've been waiting 35 years for the exact moment when we pretended to be in jail so I could reveal to you the master plan of the world. You've been the subject of a Truman Show style experiment where we create the biggest loser on earth. And you have passed the test flawlessly. The final test and chance you redeem yourself was for you to make noodles in a fucking cup. How hard can it be to make noodles in a fucking cup? You just put noodles in a cup, put water in a fucking cup, and you fucked it up. And pussied out, became Princess Bowl Boy. And the whole fucking world knows it. Nobody's gonna ever forget. When they see you on the street, it's what they're gonna call you. Hey, Tristan, you ever been to fucking Jupiter? Do you have a bowl? You're never gonna live this down, ever. For the rest of your life, you finally fucking kill yourself.
4 ducks are in a pond in the forest. A hunter comes in. And it's tea in a cup. It's the simple pleasures in life, isn't it? Nice cup of tea. Very jealous. Admit you can't make tea. Would you like one? I'll make you one. Would you like one? Here you go, mate. Here's a nice cup of tea. There's no trick. I'll make you a cup of tea because I'm your friend.
Trying to redeem yourself for the bowl incident. Huh?
No. I think you're retarded and you're losing your mind. In jail. You've lost your mind. Remember when we used to open the Quran to a random verse and find joy and truth?
Yeah, we'll do that again.
The random verse, but you'd only do it once a day because you didn't know how long we'd be in there. Didn't want to use all the verses. Thought we might be in there forever. We used to open the Quran at a random page, and it was always something inspiring. Noodles in a cup. Nice cup of tea. Water. Remember the time you fucked up the shop and you didn't order enough water, but we got loads of hot sauce instead?
At least one of us has our priorities straight. Hot sauce is not more important than water. It is.
I don't think it is, man. I think you made that up. Where do I think I am? I almost opened a new pack of cigarettes, so I've got a half-smoked cigarette here. Remember the blue bin bags? That pissed me off. You actually have mental problems. I think you have depression. Are you listening? Ramen noodles, slightly crunchy.
From a cup.
To each his own, mate.
I'm going to stick by your bold decision.
You see potato, I say potato. Potato,
I can't
potato.
wait to Bewitched to kick the living fuck out of you.
Potato, potato, let's call the whole thing off.
It's going to be a massacre.
What other legal things have I actually done? I'll
Tristan.
confess my crimes to the
No,
internet.
Tristan, it's going to be a massacre. Those 3 old Irish ladies are going to beat the shit out of you.
They're not.
You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a fucking chance.
Why did I copy that CD?
You're on the floor. Stop! Stop!
They'll be doing Irish dancing, river dance on my
You know, I'll be saying, uh-oh! Because you're going to beat up so bad. Like, uh-oh.
I get it.
And then the Irish dance on your head.
Can you admit that the Sugar Babes beat you up?
Can you admit that Girls Aloud beat you up?
Can you admit that you got beaten up by Eunice Churchill?
Can you admit that Atomic Kitten beat you up?
Can you admit that Baby Spice beat you up? Who did a fight? You or Bob Ross?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross was a G.
What do you call a man with no friends who eats his noodles out of a bowl?
Tristan. What do you call the biggest loser in jail? What do you call a man who put ash on his t-shirt and burned himself while laying in jail smoking a cigarette? Well, the plastic chemicals are starting to kill you from your noodles in a cup fiasco.
I do feel a bit sick in my stomach from eating the plasticky noodles. I'm not going to lie.
Good.
I think the plastic melted the cup, and the hot water, the boiling water melted the cup, and all the plasticky noodles I ingested are now back to punish me.
So you failed in life.
I do feel awful. Are spoonfuls of coffee and then plastic fumes or plastic chemicals, is that bad for you?
It's a good jail diet, mate. Maintains you during the long, cold nights of jail.
Does it?
I remember I had a cough for 2 months when I first got to jail because it was freezing cold. And I would try not to cough in court and fail. Going to sleep. Court in the morning. They might release us. Good night, loser. Can't turn the lights off, just like real jail. There was a system where we could put a t-shirt in front of the light bulb. That kind of worked.
Well, then, you're
No.
so fucking smart.
Not here.
Yeah, you can put a light, you can do it there.
Fuck you. As the biggest winner in this jail cell and the origami black belt champion of the world, I want to tell you that you are a shit person.
Agreed.
Everything about you. Andrew, I might stop talking to you because I think you're a misogynist, and I think that you shouldn't be telling young men to go to the gym because it's dangerous and it comes with a side of misogyny.
Shit.
We got you in a cigar.
Fuck!
Misogynist.
You worked it out! Journalistic genius. I have a nice car and I smoke a cigar. Worst man in the world.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Comes with a side of misogyny. That comes with a side of misogyny.
Thanks, lesbian.
Did you see that policewoman who got called a lesbian by a 16-year-old autistic girl, and they bundled her with 8 police officers and manhandled her into the back of a car?
Failed society, bro.
Failed society. Why are you in jail? Because I said a policewoman looks like a lesbian. Here's what I think they should do. Ask her if she actually is. Because if she is one, then fuck off. You know what I mean? You've been told I look like a man. Neil deGrasse Tyson would disagree.
Could you do 10 star jumps?
If I wanted to, yeah.
Go on then.
No. I can't.
Why'd you say you could if you can't?
Because I can't. I don't have any legs.
I don't have any legs either.
My legs
I don't even have a face.
My legs are fake, and they always have been. That's why I'm 6'4", because I got to choose my own prosthetic leg size. You know?
My arms are fake.
My brain doesn't exist. My real brain was taken out when I was 3 years old and replaced with Jell-O.
Is that why you're such a funny fellow?
That's why you're gel.
Is that why you can play the cello?
That's why your voice is loud, as a loud bellow.
Is that why we're in a cello? Is that why you say hello?
Why have we put ourselves in jail?
What rhymes with chair?
Hair.
Wrong. Typical answer from a loser. Wrong.
What rhymes with bed?
Nothing.
Wrong. What rhymes with jail?
Have you ever been to Planet?
Planet Fitness.
Obviously not.
Can you admit that your favorite food is Chuck E. Cheese pizza? Well, if you were an animal, what animal would you be? I think you'd be a worm.
Why?
Because you're pathetic. You're contemptible. You're worm-like. If you were an animal, I think you'd be a chicken.
Why?
Because you're chicken. Because you're scared of everything. Why is everyone crying in jail?
Because it's depressing.
I didn't cry in jail. Frankly, I quite enjoyed jail.
What did you enjoy about it?
Cigarettes. Noodles in a bowl.
Noodles in a bowl? Dumb cunt.
Andrew, in jail we ate noodles from bowls.
But things have changed. Now noodles go in cups.
No, they don't.
They do.
I don't feel like that's something.
Then how the fuck is there a song about it if it's not real?
I don't feel like that's the consensus of the earth. I think that's something you just made up.
And I'm never gonna eat again. Noodles
Plastic
and bowls
noodles.
just have no taste. It's not easy to pretend Tristan is a fool. Should have known better than to call him friend. 'Cause he can't make noodles in a cup. My song doesn't have to rhyme. Because you are a dog. Dog.
I feel like we brought the word dork back.
From now on, I sing songs at you that don't rhyme.
From now on, I speak only in beeps.
How will I understand you?
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I said I want to go to Italy and drive my supercar around the Amalfi Coast. You didn't understand me though, did you? Because you're a fucking idiot. For now on, I talk only in yawns. I've got a really good business idea. Are you listening? I've got a business idea where I can make millions. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
What I do is I take out insurance against you, and then I push you off of a bridge. Did you hear me? I could become rich beyond my wildest dreams.
How high is the bridge?
6 feet, but you're weak, so you die. And you admit that my hands are made of solid gold.
Why is a fireman called a fireman?
Because he puts out fires.
So why are police not called crime men? Why are doctors not called sick men?
Why are ice cream men not called ice cream men? A man is dying in his bed, and his 2 sons are by his side. And the man says, I leave all of my wealth to whichever one of my sons has the slowest horse. They race horses 100 times, but no man wants to win the race, so their horses just stand there. They go and consult a wise man in the village about how to deal with this threat, how to deal with this situation. And on their way home, they're both riding as fast as they can. What advice did the wise man give them?
Make your noodles in a cup?
This blanket is soundproof, and I no longer hear you.
And I'm never going to...
No, please! No!
Shut up!
No!
Shut up!
No, please! Please!
10 out of 10 for accuracy.
Sounds about right. Someone's getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, that did happen quite often in jail. Remember when you got your ass kicked?
I wonder what he's getting his ass kicked for.
Refusing to listen.
That's the thing about jail. People are always getting their ass kicked. But I
Yeah.
don't understand the point of fighting the guards because you're not going to get out of jail. So you just get your ass kicked and stay in jail.
Yeah, the guards did beat people up. Within the legal ramifications of what they're allowed to, I imagine. But people did try to fight the guards, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Fun. Imagine you're never getting out.
Is that what you're going to sound like when Bewitched beat the living fuck out of you?
I'm going to sleep.
And I'm never going to jail again. Tristan makes noodles in a bowl. And he has only got one friend who thinks gender's a spectrum. They're right around the solar system in a ship. Produce it for you too. YouTube.
YouTube shit. Say Rumble.
Don't interrupt my fucking
Fuck
song
off.
again.
Sick of this jail cell. Sick of this jail cell. Sick of you.
Old McJail had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and in that jail was Tristan Tate, E-I-E-I-O, with a bowl here and a bowl there, bowl here, bowl there, scared of noodles in a cup. Old McJail had a farm. Tristan is a nerd.
I'm replacing my brain with Jello. Did you hear me?
I'd give my all to have
Some
my noodles in a cup. I'd give my life to feel
the plastic in my food, and I can't go on living in.
eating my noodles from a bowl. I'd give my all
Noodles in a cup.
for noodles in a cup. I'm gonna make another fucking noodles in a cup right now in your fucking face.
I don't care.
You won't do a fucking thing about
I
it.
don't care what you do.
I dare
I'm
you.
gonna sit and smoke
Cunt.
cigarettes. I don't care what you do. You're uninteresting and unfunny.
Try me. Had enough of you and your bullshit in this jail.
I don't even want to
Do something about it. We can both die tonight.
There are metal holes in all the cups. You're in jail every month. Does this mean every house we buy, anytime in the future, anywhere, has to have a jail room? Is that the case? Ugh. You know, I bet no one's watching you. You're basically uninteresting. From Russia with Love is the best book ever written.
And I have noodles in a cup. Ooh. You are such a fucking monumental loser. I don't know how you fucking sleep at night. Probably on your little spaceship. You got a nice little comfy bed on your little princess spaceship with your bowls. You and Neil. Well, got a nice little comfy bed. You got a little blankie. Dickhead. Blankets are a spectrum. Fuck you. And your crew. Who's on your crew? You, Neil deGrasse Tyson, fucking Matt. All your mates. Tristan shit.
You're friends with Matt Shea.
Your friends are Matt Shea.
You invited him to the house. You invited him to this house. That means he is your friend. He was your guest. He's your mate. I don't know him. I hope he knows that his new documentary is going to completely fail.
Who the fuck's gonna watch his new documentary? Fuck
Matt
you.
Shea and the BBC.
What, the Batty Boy Corporation? And now you say you want me. Well, just to prove you do, you need to make noodles in a cup.
No, you shouldn't have done that. It should have been, so why don't you make me some noodle? Make me some noodle.
Yeah, then comes the end. See, it's complicated, these songs. They're not just easy. You can't just start making them up off the top of your head and just singing random shit. I thought I felt bad from the plasticky fumes, but really I was becoming a cybernetic organism. And now that my stomach feels a little bit better, I need more plastic to become more cybernetic.
You could
So
think,
that when the machines come, I will be the only one who can fight against them because I'll be half machine, half man. Like a Terminator.
Phew!
Do you understand?
Did you hear me sneeze? You didn't say bless you.
I guarantee the bowl has not made you a cybernetic organism.
You didn't say bless
Any
you
regard.
when I sneezed. How dare you? How dare you not say bless you when I sneezed?
Mmm. Plastic fantastic.
I can hear the crunchy. I can hear the crunch. And so can everyone watching. Remember Ramen King? Let's talk about all the things we're going to do when we get out of jail. When I get out of jail, I'm going to buy an Aston Martin DB6. I'm going to drive around Florence, Italy in my DB6.
When I get out of jail, I'm going to go back to jail.
Well, that's what we fucking did, isn't it? When I get out of jail, I'm going to go to Switzerland and buy an obnoxiously large diamond for no reason.
When I get out of jail, I'm feeling my bones become Terminator. The real plot twist is that if I don't eat these noodles and become a cybernetic organism, I'm not going to be able to stop USS Spectrum when it tries to attack the flat Earth. The plot's unfolding. Since the beginning of this jail stint, we've learned that the Earth is flat, and that you're going to be on the USS Spectrum with Neil deGrasse Tyson, go to Venus because you have no penis. And you're eventually going to attack the flat Earth, and it's going to take a cybernetic organism to defeat you, which is me because I had noodles from a cup. And you can't beat me because you don't have the powers because you eat your noodles from a bowl.
Do not make that TV show.
Oh, I'm going to make it, baby. We're going to make it. We're going to animate all of it.
I traveled through time once. Did you know that there's a time portal hidden in Bucharest where you can go into it, hear me out, and just pass long periods of time and teleport yourself into the future as the same person, but older? Are you listening? It's called jail. You go in there, okay, and you're 34 years old, and you pass through time while inside jail using your Aikido. You can open up the time portal. And for every day you spend in jail, listen, you could come out later, but 1 day older than you were before. Good system, isn't it?
Noodles from a cup taste fantastic.
You know, like when you put whiskey in a barrel and you age it, yeah? And you take the whiskey out and it's older. That's what happens when I go to jail. Oh, Mr. Big Talk can't finish his noodles.
My stomach has to adjust to plastic.
How are you ever going to become a silicone-based life form with a computer brain powered by silicone chips if you don't ingest enough plastic?
I am. I just have to do it slowly because my weak biological form cannot handle all the chemicals at once. So I have to do it slowly as I transform into a cybernetic organism.
You know what I think? I think that I am not human at all. I think that I am a bird. Matrix tech.
Why are you a bird?
I just think I might be a bird, you know? I feel like species is on a spectrum. And last time I checked, I read somewhere, that in this country we had the pursuit of happiness. Why is it so important that you don't accept me seeing species on a spectrum? Well, that's right, I'm a fucking bird. Get with the program.
I'm a fly.
You might be a fly.
I'm a fly with the body of a human, but I'm a really special, unique case because I also have the head of a human.
That's interesting. I've got a car outside, right? It's a Bugatti, right? With the body of a Lada and the engine and the wheels of a Lada. But it was a Bugatti originally. I just changed the parts.
Smart. Super smart.
So it's a Bugatti. No one could say it isn't. But it's just got the body of a Lada. Happy New Year, Andrew.
Happy New Year. That was the most depressing New Year's Eve ever. It was that song playing down the hall.
Whoa, what do you mean? It's perfectly fine to lock us in jail.
That was the worst. I
Make
have
us listen to that.
PTSD. Now I'm genuinely upset in my heart and soul. I'm genuinely upset. I need more plastic. I need more chemicals.
Maybe you should kill yourself.
I can't kill myself. I'm a cybernetic organism. I cannot self-terminate.
But in jail, to make it authentic, because people try to kill themselves in jail, one of us should attempt suicide.
I cannot self-terminate.
Yeah, I would never kill myself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. I'm thinking of changing my name. Fernand Mondego. I think that's a good name. Are you listening?
No, I'm deeply upset because I've just heard that song. That song brings back the worst memories ever.
Good. Why don't you cut yourself?
What should I cut myself with?
Don't know. Take a piece of the bed, chain it, turn it into a shank.
What should I cut?
I'm going to make a shank and stab you.
Fair enough.
We are in jail. I'm going to make a shank out of this.
Tristan.
I said, hey, aha, hey. Yes. Well,
I want to apologize to you.
For what?
Sorry for making fun of you for eating your noodles from a bowl.
Why? Because you feel sick now.
Nothing to do with it. I'm also sorry for saying that you are going to get a spaceship, take Neil deGrasse Tyson as your second in command, travel the solar system on a loser tour, and visit Venus because you have no penis, and visit Jupiter because you're stupid.
I accept your apology.
I'm sorry for those things. Sorry for everything I've ever done. I feel reflected now that I've been tortured with that song, and I need to go back and repent for all the bad things I said about
I'm sorry that I once copied Bewitch's music CD.
I'm sorry that I told the world that... Not told the world. I'm sorry that I told you that the entire world is fake, and it's just one big version of the Truman Show designed to watch you so that we can eventually determine the fact that you're a loser because you ate your noodles from a bowl after 35 years of observation.
I thought you made that up. That didn't sound accurate.
I made it up. I'm sorry.
I've got to apologize to you too.
For what?
Sorry for wasting your time with my fake duck story. There was no joke there. I'm sorry that I embarrassed you in front of the world by demonstrating your lack of origami prowess. I am sorry that I landed us in this mess and got us in jail by copying the music CD of Bewitched when I was 14. Well, I'm also extremely sorry that you poisoned yourself with noodles from a plastic cup. It was my idea to use those cups. And if you die from plastic poisoning, I am responsible. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry for this. I am sorry. Japanese. You know? I think I might be Japanese.
There's a hero if you look inside yourself.
No, there isn't. Our jail friends are still in jail, Andrew.
We're still in jail.
You're in jail.
How long
Has this been going on?
How long
Has jail been going on?
Well, your friends and their fancy persuasion
Will tell you to eat from a bowl.
but they're only lying, and you just do as you're told. Noodles taste much better from a cup, no matter what they say. And if it makes me eventually throw up, I'll do it again anyway. How long has this been going on?
I'm going to sleep.
No sleeping until I make you admit I have no head.
I admit it.
Say it.
I admit that you have no head.
Gotcha. Finally. I got you because it was a trick, because I do have a head. And you fell for it.
Shit.
Finally, you fucking dumbass. Now everyone knows you're fucking stupid and gullible. What next? Vaccine. How can you believe I have no head? I clearly have a fucking head, you dumb cunt.
I'm getting vaccinated tomorrow.
I'm scared of COVID. I want the vaccine.
I want the vaccine.
Noodles are gonna make you throw up. So you can lay back down and become more cybernetic, and I can eat some more. Plasticky noodles. My weak biological form is resisting cybernetic transformation. I must fight against it with my Aikido.
I'm the Count of Monte Cristo.
Tristan. This is a voice inside your head. Tristan. This is your ancestor speaking from the spirit realm. We're disappointed in you. What's funny?
Oh, nothing. The voices on my head told me something.
What did they tell you?
That my ancestors disappointed me.
Why would they tell you? Why would your ancestors tell you that?
Don't know, because my brother's a loser.
They must be disappointed in you.
No, I think they're disappointed in me because of the way you turned out.
Interesting.
Admit that you're a skateboard. That's it. Just admit you're a skateboard.
How could I possibly be a skateboard?
Skateboards have 4 wheels, yeah? You have 2 hands and 2 feet. Skateboards are for losers. You are a loser. Did you hear me? Can you admit that you are a mattress? Can you admit that if you were any food item in the world, you'd be a sandwich?
Why?
Because you're full of shit. You'd be a shit sandwich.
Tristan.
I might stay in jail forever.
Tristan.
I might never leave. Responsibilities, work, kids, family.
On fire.
I might just set myself on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that idea
I
from?
don't know. Voices in my head.
Why would they want you to set yourself on fire?
Because I'm stupid and ugly.
You're stupid and ugly.
It fix my brain.
Set yourself on fire. The world will be a better place when you're gone.
I think the world would be a better place if I was gone, Andrew.
Don't say that. That's a horrible thing to say. The world wants you gone. Nobody will miss you.
Andrew, this is the voice inside your head. I'm going to sleep. Good night.
All hearing voices.
Fuck off.
Tristan. You belong in jail.
I'm a bird.
Tristan. Everybody's waiting for you to set yourself on fire. If you don't do it, you're going to disappoint millions of people.
Okay.
Tristan, don't disappoint the world.
Mm-hmm.
We're waiting for you in the spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan, you have no friends. Everyone talks about you, but nobody loves you, Tristan.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine.
What's fine? What are you talking about?
Everything's fine. Nobody loves me. It's fine.
Why are you saying that?
Because it's just true.
How'd you find that out?
Because I just realized it.
Tristan, don't tell Andrew what I'm telling you. Otherwise, he'll know that you can speak to the ancestors.
Andrew, the ancestors told me not to tell you I could speak to them.
Can you talk to them? What do
Yeah.
they say?
They said you're a loser.
Andrew's not a loser.
The ancestors are wrong.
Have you ever considered setting yourself on fire?
Yeah.
There's pros and cons. Let's go through them. Cons, burns.
Mm-hmm.
Pros,
Nice and warm.
nice and warm. Cons, probably going to die. Pros,
I'm in jail anyway.
won't have to do any more jail. I can't really think of any more cons. There's probably only 2 cons, but there's loads of pros. It'll be interesting to watch.
It'll look cool.
It'll look great. Think of how good it'll look as an Instagram
All right.
picture.
I'll do it tomorrow morning. Good night.
Tristan,
Yeah,
don't let me down. Say, I promise.
I promise.
Tristan. Everybody draws pictures of you. And they make slogans that insult you. They pretend to be nice to your face and then they go home and draw cartoons that insult you. About how much they dislike you and how happy they'll be when you set yourself on fire. Tristan, eat a spoon of coffee. Do it. Eat a spoon of coffee. Be a man. Your ancestors will not be disappointed in you anymore. If you eat coffee like a hero. You go to sleep, you're a little princess gay boy.
Good night.
I wish I had an accordion
Same.
that I could just play. No, a harmonica.
Yeah, same.
I could play the jail harmonica.
I wish I knew the recipe for cherry soda.
Because then I could manufacture it and sell it and make money.
Maybe I should whistle all night.
Good. Enjoy. Quitter.
Why?
Just quit whistling.
Okay. Got some mail here. A few letters. Let's read them out. First one. Would you rather put yourself in jail or play Smash Brothers? Well, I'd obviously rather play Smash Brothers because jail sucks. My jailmate is Princess Bowl Boy. Dear Andrew, today I made noodles in a cup with sparkling water. It was terrible, but it felt super G. I will not let my noodles be cucked by flat water. Fuck the Matrix. Moon landing was a hoax. I've yet to try mine with sparkling water, but now I have a new objective to complete in my life. This one's long. To the one and only, the best, the strongest, the smartest, the best looking Andrew, aka King Cobra Tate, aka Top G, and his likewise amazing brother, Talisman, aka Bowl Princess Gaylord, USS Spectrum, loser tour of the solar system.
That's not what it says, is it? You made
Yes,
that
it
up.
does. The confinement of a cell does not limit your reach and power over all realms. Andrew. Tristan's confinement in a cell massively restricts him because he is Princess Bobo. Now, don't get too comfortable. Every hour of energy is important. 1,000 push-ups, sit-ups, squats, burpees, mountain climbs, tuck jumps, star jumps, jumping squats, jabs, crosses, hooks, uppercuts. This is from a mirror. He wants us to do 1,000 push-ups, sit-ups, squats, burpees, mountain climbers, tuck jumps, star jumps, jumping squats, jabs, crosses, hooks, uppercuts, front kicks, low kicks, middle kicks, head kicks, side kicks, hook kicks, axe kicks, spinning back kicks, spinning hook kicks, jumping knees, jumping front kicks, spinning roundhouse kicks, jumping side kicks, jumping hook kicks, jumping spinning back kick, jumping spinning hook kicks, jumping back fist, overhand right, and then we can meditate. I'm coaching here.
Or could stay in jail.
This is what he wants us to do each day in jail.
All right, we'll do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow I will do 1,000 push-ups because I did 1,000 push-ups each day in jail, so I will do 1,000 push-ups tomorrow during the day.
What's this?
I'm not sure about the rest of this.
What's
But
this? But no one's watching our stream.
if I ingest any more plastic,
Eat the cup.
I can't wait for BWH to kick the fuck out of you, bro. It's gonna be sick.
Great. I had to pay for my crimes anyway.
during the afternoon.
No one likes you.
Because that takes the afternoon away. Otherwise, the afternoon will be really hard.
Andrew, nobody likes you. Did you hear me? I don't like you. No one watching likes you. Good night.
Tristan, this is your subconscious. Andrew is going to throw you a lighter. Set yourself on fire. Tristan, there's a lighter next to you.
Tomorrow.
Set yourself on fire right now.
Tomorrow, mate.
Tomorrow what?
Set myself on fire.
Why did you decide to do that?
My brain.
What gave you that idea, buddy? Holding back the years. Doo-doo-doo.
Stop whistling, please.
Stop whistling now.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
Yeah, you win.
Finally, I get a counterattack against your insanity.
You win.
I win, don't I?
Yes.
Which means you do what?
Lose.
Lose. And what do losers typically love to do?
Sleep.
Correct. What next? First, it starts off at naps. Then you're in gay clubs. I'm a big, strong man. We just have a nap. What?
I'm going to sleep for the night.
Yeah. Going to sleep is effectively just a long nap. Bondage. So it all starts with naps. Never known superheroes busy taking naps. So sorry, I was just a little bit tired. My eyes were hurty, so I closed them. After eating your noodles from a bowl. You're nothing but a fuck up. God only created you to show the world how to fail. Look up failure in a dictionary as a picture of your stupid face with your eyes closed, napping. Should have listened to your ancestors and set yourself on fire while you had the chance.
How do you know they said that?
I heard them.
No, you didn't.
I did.
So I'm on to you. I feel like you've been faking ancestry connection.
They told me what they told you. The earth is flat. There are two types of people in the world, Tristan. People who take naps and people who are men. Heroes who don't. Who fight back. Nap. Well, I'm just tired, so I just had a little nap. Unbelievable. What next?
What's that ticking? Thought it was a clock.
Me and my liar. What are you gonna do about it? Sleep at me. Who gives a shit what Sleepy Boy decides to do after he's had his noodle bowl?
I'm just not talking to you.
Just fuck off, princess.
I'm
You're the
talking to
real
you
convicts
for
here.
the
It's
rest
a
of
hard
my-
time.
I'm talking to you for the rest of my life.
If you took the word sleep and replaced the S with a G, and replaced the L with an A, and replaced both E's and P with a Y, what would it spell? No answer. Can't work out the math. You'll work it out one day, friend.
Trying.